How you doing, guys? Your vision is growing every day, every moment. Let it do it. You have to stop playing small and stop letting it stay at a manageable pace. I know sometimes we have an expectation, and we're afraid because we don't want to lose. And how you doing? We don't want to lose, and we don't want a lot of loss. But you know what? You have to. How you doing, lady? How you feeling? I want you to overcome the anxiety that comes with loss or the fear of loss. Sometimes when we're afraid of loss, we don't let our vision grow. We won't allow our dream to expand beyond our comfortability because we're afraid of loss and the penalty of loss. I think my friend Sherry's on here. What's up? What's up, Sherry? Um, so overcome the fear of loss. You're not going to lose anything. Let your vision grow. Let your dream grow. It's stretching. It's the unknown, but you one thing it is, that you're called. When you know that you're called to what you're doing, you're already a success. You might not know how people may respond to what you're doing, but that's not our business. We have to be what we're called and what we're made to be. We are created more than we're called to something. You were created to do this. Sometimes a person could be called to do something, but they wasn't created to what that person called them to do. Even in my business, there are a lot of people who weren't created for something, but I may call them to do something. I may call you to be a manager. I may call you to be this. I may call you to be a strategist. I may call you to be this. Yes. Uh, but what you're created to do will cause a vibe to be in you, a vibration or a confidence and a power because you were created to do this. Sometimes the necessity of a thing may empower you to call people to do things that they were not necessarily created to do. But when you walk in what you were created to do, this is what I'm created. And so what I do from my pleasure will follow me because it is obeying me as the created specimen. You feel me? And so whenever you see yourself in your vision, let it grow. Let your vision grow and stop playing small. Stop keeping it small. I'm not talking about the look of a building or this and that, but stop causing the responsibility to remain small. Let it grow. Let it be. Let it grow. Let it take you from a small place to the main place. Okay? I know it because it's nerve wracking. You see yourself in situations and growth is coming rapidly. And sometimes you want to shut that thing down and keep it manageable on a certain pace. No, let that thing grow. Let it grow and grow with it. Don't be afraid of it. Resting through rest on through it. Yeah, because you're going to handle it. Sometimes we have unbelief under piles and piles of positive talk. You could have unbelief residing under hundreds and hundreds of pounds of positive sayings. And life is not going to respond to your positive saying. It's going to respond to that unbelief that's hidden under that positive saying. And so sometimes we can say, I can do it, I know I can do it, I can do all things through Christ. But right under that positive talk is a layer and a foundation of something called unbelief and fear. The fear of loss, the fear of being overwhelmed, the fear of my expectations not going right, the fear of I have this plan, but uh, uh, they responded negatively to my plan, or the performance, everything is like, okay, if it's like this, I'm going to be okay. If you have 5 boxes, I'll be good. But then you find out it's 50 boxes. It's like, oh Lord, I only reserved enough strength for 5 boxes. Why did they put this above my expectations? You know what I'm saying? No, just do it. Don't reserve your energy for little. Allow your energy to flow for all of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So let it grow. Let it grow. Let it grow. Let your vision grow. How many of you, how you doing? Yeah, do it big. How you doing, Rosebud? Hey, how many of you are in a place that I'm talking about right now? Just raise your hand. I don't want to waste a periscope or nothing like that. Yeah, let it grow. Don't reserve your energy for manageable. Hey, lady, don't reserve your energy for manageable. Don't reserve your energy for small and all. No, let it grow. Don't reserve it. Don't hold it back for maintenance. Yeah, so pray for me. I'm in that predicament myself. So pray for me. Uh, because all of us sometimes may suffer from bouts of, is it unbelief or anxiety? You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, you could speak mightily when you know you've reserved your energy for something small. It's you can speak big. Oh, God is the God of the highest. He can take me up in the kingdoms. He's the everlasting. You can say all that stuff. You'd be like, man, sit down. You be saying all that, glory to God in the highest. You be saying all kind of stuff. But you have a little seed in your heart. You walking around and you just proclaiming and got your flags and going and dancing and stuff. And you have that unbelief just sitting under there. You have that small mind just under there. And because you've already pre-reserved little. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. When you pre-reserve little and speak big, you become a hypocrite. Because you pre-reserve little and you talk large. Because you feel, that's right, we're strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. That's right. When you pre-reserve for little, when you pre-reserve for comfortability, when you pre-reserve for manageability, don't speak outrageous faith with manageable expectation. You feel me? So go out there and let it be done. Allow yourself to be created and not just called. Allow yourself to walk in, I'm created, I'm not just called. Because everybody called to something may not be created for the thing they're called for. You understand? How you really feel consistently. Oh yeah, that's right. How you really feel consistently shows back up. That's right. So do it. I mean, just do it. Just do it. So I'm going to Atlanta Saturday, and I'm going to sell out these books. I'm going to Barnes and Noble in Morrow, and I'm going to sell out these books. I'm going to sell them out. I'm not going to be overwhelmed. I'm going to sell them out. I'm going to be successful in it. Come on, so some of you right now, you have ideas and visions. I'm designing these clothes. I'm going to sell them out. I have a company, Window Couture. Some of you, I'm going to sell out. Those of you, my music is going to win. Regardless, I'm going to do greater than I expect. I'm going to do greater than I expect. I'm not going to pre-reserve. I'm going to Barnes & Noble in Morrow, Georgia. I'll be there Saturday from 1 to whenever. I'm going to be there until I have no books left. I'm going, and I'm going to get back on that plane, nothing left. You understand? And even though it's Super Bowl weekend, I said, Jesus, I didn't know it was Super Bowl weekend. They planned for me to come on Super Bowl weekend. I'm like, oh, Lord. Ooh. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sell those books Super Bowl and all. Book signing is Saturday, Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm going to sell Saturday. I'm going to be back in Houston watching the Super Bowl Sunday. Go Broncos. But that's the thing. You feel me? Yeah. Yeah. So let it grow, guys. Let it grow. Let your vision grow. Let it grow. And you gotta watch that unbelief. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? That unbelief that's under all of that positive statement. Divine elegance. All right. I see you putting your plug in. I'm gonna charge you $25 a pop for this. Divine Elegance by Shanice. Oh, let it grow, Shanice. Let it grow. Sometimes we plan Yeah, yes, hidden. Let him unwrap. Yeah, we pre-reserve energy for manageable, and now we have to allow our dream to move beyond what we ask or think. For a moment, let's think about what that feels like. Just close your eyes and just think about that. Let's ponder that. Above what we ask or think. So that means the vision is moving beyond what we think. So that means when it begins to move beyond what we think, we can't quench it. How many of you have ever quenched a dream that moved beyond what you thought? That's the same as quenching the spirit, but beyond what we ask, which means, Sherry, there may be connections you didn't ask for that may be out of your present timing, because all of us live in a certain realm of time and expectation and comfortability, even though we're open for success. But there may be networking and connection that comes beyond what we asked for. You follow me? But beyond what we asked for or beyond what we planned for. So sometimes when we envision, we got to throw away the calendar. Still keep order, but the order must be flexible enough to allow things such as beyond what I ask and beyond what I think. For all of us, how many of you are there? And greetings to everyone who's coming in, Megan, and some of you I missed, but I appreciate you being on for a moment. Hopefully I'm not taking away from your time. How you doing? You have to allow yourself to let your divine consciousness and oneness with God to create a schedule beyond what you ask and beyond what you thought. And even to allow your finances and provision to agree with your agreement. Wow, that's awesome. Speak to your money right now, finances, regardless of how much. You will agree with my agreement. Money is not just going to be used to spend or be desperate, but you have to allow everything around you to agree with your agreement. Go ahead and speak to your house right now, this house, and say, house, you will agree, or you are agreeing with my agreement. You are agreeing with my agreement. Yeah, let it grow, guys. Let it grow. Let's stop doing it small. And we're not just talking about small numbers of people, small buildings, small chairs. No, stop doing it with small energy and small allowance. That's the small beginnings. The small beginnings are not, before then we had 4 people at the house. Now we got 50 members. No, that's not what we're talking about. We started off with me, my wife, my dog. We had 3. Me, my wife, my child, and then you throw the dog in, and then you say, no. Small energy, small expectations. You feel me? You feel me? Let's begin to move beyond that. Enlarge your expectations. Enlarge your expectation. Enlarge your expectation. Enlarge your expectation. Let's say it together. Enlarge my expectation. Now let's say it to one another. Let's say it to one another. Let's enlarge our expectations. I'm enlarging yours. Tell one another, enlarge your expectation. Expand your expectations till it removes the unbelief from underneath you. How many of you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, because you can talk positive and positive and positive, but sometimes the unbelief is what's forcing us to speak positive. And when unbelief is the inspiration of positive, then the unbelief is the more powerful thing. Don't allow unbelief to inspire a positive saying. Allow vision and belief to inspire positive sayings. Whatever creates your sayings is the daddy. Whatever creates your saying is the Father. If fear creates my saying, the fear is the Father. If unbelief creates what I say positively, then unbelief is the daddy. Can I say it